In Georgia, I understand that there are three different types of homeowners associations. This doesn't need to be an in-depth discussion, but can you give us the three different types, please?
Yeah, in a nutshell, there are condominium owners associations,
Okay.
COA,
Okay.
and there every condominium it belongs to that class. That's legislative state law.
Right.
Okay. Then there's property owners associations, which are a special type of homeowners association that is subject to a law that the state legislature passed.
Okay.
And in the association's covenants, it will say this association is a property owners association subject to statute, blah, 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 blah. And then there's what most of us call regular homeowners association or plain old homeowners association, which are HOAs. And the thing that makes them different is they are not subject to that state law. The provisions of that state law that we just mentioned don't apply to HOAs. In a property owners association, the members of the association and the board of directors, okay, are subject to the provisions of this state law called the Property Owners Association Act.
Okay.
And it lays out some very specific things like how many people have to attend to have a quorum and how long is the notice for an annual meeting. How much can the late fees be and how much can interest be for delinquents? Those things are spelled out in the law, where with regular HOAs, those provisions are written into the covenants and God only knows what they say. But another thing that's really important is that property owners associations are sort of insulated from the whims of the legal system. And the example that I would give you is that there was a court case a few years ago where the court decided that the wording that was used to describe delinquent interest charges was not valid. And so they invalidated that language. Well, that language was in like half of all the covenants that ever been written in Atlanta. So all of those associations, the language that they used for late fees was wiped out. And when we went to
So
our
they
clients,
couldn't charge late fees.
you can't charge late fees anymore. They were mad.
Well, of course
It's like,
they were.
go blame the court.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
But if you were a POA, you wouldn't have had that problem because the language is in the state law.
Meaning you're just following the law. I have purchased a home in a subdivision. It has a mandatory homeowners association. It is a homeowners association, not a property owners association. And I don't want to join. Now, I'm just giving you this as an example. That's not the way I was. I am actively involved in my homeowners association. I went to the first board meeting, but can I refuse to join an HOA when it's mandatory for the neighborhood?
It's too bad your listeners can't see my expression on the radio because I am laughing. I am cracking up right now. The fact of the matter is, no, you can't. The membership, the being a member of an association is defined when the covenants are originally recorded against the land before anything is built on it.
Yep.
Okay. And that follows, that's part of the chain of title, and it follows the land for as long as the association exists, which for most associations is into perpetuity. So no, you can't get out of it. There's no escaping it. There's been umpteen court cases where people have tried to say, well, my association isn't doing what they're supposed to do, or
So I'm out.
I don't like the way they're doing it, and I'm not going to pay. And that's like hitting a police officer. You can't win.
Not going to work.
There's no excuse for it.
I moved into a new townhome community, small townhome community, not too far from where you live, Michael, and I want to make some landscaping changes in the front. I want to make landscaping changes in the back. I have to get a little plan, present it to the Architectural Review Committee. I'm totally fine with doing that. But let's just say I didn't want to do it. I wanted to do whatever I wanted to. How could the HOA make me, and I'm going to do what I need to do, but how could they make me do other than what I wanted to do?
Most of the time in townhomes, the land that's directly in front of or in the rear of a townhome belongs to the association. It's not really the townhome owner's land. The townhome owner only owns the building part,
and
not
so
the land part.
I need their permission to make changes to their land.